Welcome. It is election night, and incumbent Donald Trump is facing off against Pete Buttigieg. The states in yellow are processing their results. We have Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, and Vermont. Pete Buttigieg wins Vermont, all three electorals, taking 78% of the popular vote. This is Bernie Sanders' home state here. Kentucky goes to incumbent Donald Trump, taking 8 electorals here and winning 56% of the vote. This is Mitch McConnell's home state. Indiana is too close to call, 11 electorals. Trump at 51%, Pete at 49%. Why is this solid red state now too close to call? Well, you see, Pete's home state is in Indiana. And he was the mayor in South Bend, Indiana. He wins Virginia, taking 52%, all 13 electorals. Trump wins South Carolina, winning 54% and taking 9 electorals. Georgia is too close to call, down to the decimals here. Pete at 49.9 and Trump at 50.1, 16 electorals at stake. This traditional Republican state has a chance of going to Pete. Florida is both are at 50%, 29 electorals. They're too close to call. Okay, here the yellow states are processing the results right now. We can see that Pete is at 16 and Trump at 17. Trump wins West Virginia, 62%, 5 electorals. North Carolina too close to call, Trump in the lead by 2%, 15 electorals at stake. Ohio too close to call, Trump has a 10% lead in the swing state, 18 electorals. The states in yellow are processing results, Trump at 22, Pete at 16. Pete wins Maine, carrying 57 and 4 electorals, winning the 2nd congressional district as well, which is a flip from 2016. New Hampshire's too close to call, Pete in the lead by 4% for 4 electorals. Pete wins Massachusetts, 72% of the popular vote, 11 electorals. He wins Rhode Island, 4 electorals, 57%. Connecticut, 58% for Pete, 7 electorals. Pete wins New Jersey, 56%, 14 electorals. Pete wins Delaware, 58%, 3 electorals. This is Joe Biden's home state here. And Pete is doing very well across the New England region, like every Democrat. Pete wins Maryland, the most Democratic state in the United States, 80% for Pete and 20% for Donald Trump, 10 electorals. If you feel like the margins are a big difference, remember right now is the start, so both parties tend to take a lead in different states at the start. Pete wins D.C., taking 98% of the vote here, the most liberal area in the United States, winning 3 electorals. Trump wins Alabama, 77%, 9 electorals. Trump wins Mississippi, 56%, 6 electorals. Trump wins Tennessee, 60% for 11 electorals. Pete wins Illinois, 78% for 20 electorals. Pete is doing really well in Illinois. All Democrats do well in this state, but he's doing even better than other Democrats. Trump wins Kansas, taking 60%, 6 electorals. 62%, 7 electorals for Trump. 94% South Dakota for 3 electorals for Trump. 96% for Trump in North Dakota, 3 electorals. Pennsylvania, too close to call. 4% difference, 20 electorals at stake. Almost as important as Florida. Well, not almost, 9 electorals away, but still very important for the winner. Michigan, too close to call, 16 electorals, 51% for Pete and 49% for Donald. Texas, Trump takes a lead by 2%, 38 electorals. If Pete wins this state, Trump cannot win. Pete has campaigned here, though. He is losing the African American vote in this state, though, which may be a big factor. Pete at 92, Trump at 67. The states in yellow processing results. Trump wins Arkansas, 76%, 6 electorals. The states in yellow processing results. Pete still at 92, Trump at 73. States in yellow processing results. We have New York going to Pete, 65%, 29 electorals, the equivalent of Florida. Wisconsin is too close to call. Trump holds a 2% lead, 10 electorals. Pete wins Minnesota, 56 Pete, it is too close to call. He did win the state, but then it became too close to call, reverted, as the president gained a few percentage points. In this state, it was only about 5% in, so still anything can happen. 10 electorals. Pete wins 56% of the popular vote here, and Trump has 44%, so too close to call. Trump wins Louisiana, 57% of the popular vote for him, 8 electorals. Nebraska, 58%, 5 electorals. Wyoming, 97%, 3 electorals, most conservative state. Pete wins Colorado, 55%, 9 electorals. He wins New Mexico, 60%, 5 electorals. Arizona. Hold up, folks. Arizona is too close to call. Trump in the lead by 2%. We have 11 electorals at stake. The yellow states are processing results, and we can see Pete is at 135 and 99 for Trump. You can see over here, currently 270 to win. Trump wins Montana, 66%, 3 electorals. He wins Idaho, 56%, 4 electorals. Utah, 78%, 6 electorals. States in yellow processing results. Pete at 135, Trump at 112. Pete wins California, taking 72% of the popular vote here, all 55 electorals. He wins Oregon, 55% of the popular vote, 7 electorals. He takes Washington, 65%, 12 electorals. Hawaii goes to him, 78%, 4 electorals, Barack Obama's home state. Trump wins Alaska, 56%, 3 electorals. These states in yellow are processing results. The election will not be decided today. Okay, it is 6 a.m. the next day, and we have some major projections. Nevada, Minnesota, Texas, Indiana, and New Hampshire can now be called. Trump wins Texas, 56% of the vote, taking 38 electorals. Trump wins Indiana by 2%, 11 electorals. Pete wins Nevada, 57%, 6 electorals. Pete wins Minnesota, 54%, 10 electorals. Pete wins New Hampshire by 4%, 4 electorals. Okay, it is these yellow states are processing results. Okay, it is 10 a.m. the next day, and we have some more major projections. Ohio, Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Arizona can be called. Ohio goes to Pete by 2%, 18 electorals. Trump wins Iowa by 6%, 6 electorals. Pete wins Wisconsin by 2%, 10 electorals. Pete wins Michigan by 10%, 16 electorals. Pete is the president-elect. Pete wins Pennsylvania by 6%, taking 20 electorals. Pete wins Arizona by 2%. Trump wins North Carolina by 6%. Georgia and Florida are still processing results. Okay, it is 1 p.m. the next day, and we can finally call Georgia and Florida. Major projections. Georgia goes to Pete Buttigeg, 50.6 to 49.4, 16 electorals. Oh, Pete wins Florida, 50.56, barely carrying the state, taking 29 electorals, and that is it. This is the election night map. Pete at 353, and Trump at 185. That is it. Pete has defeated the incumbent. He is the President-elect of the United States.